Today I'm here to tell you about the estimate calculator on xpisobsolete.com. To get to that, go to xpisobsolete.com and click on Estimate Calculator. On this page, you can start filling out the form by just telling us a little bit about yourself. This is so that we can get back in touch with you so that you can get your computers upgraded. So if it's for a business or organization, go ahead and check that box, and you'll get another field to fill out here. Pretty straightforward all in all. And then just go ahead and click Next. This is what takes you into the real meat of the estimate calculator. There's a couple of pages here, and it starts out asking you how many computers you have to upgrade. You can get a quote for up to 5 computers through this form. We're going to go ahead and do 4 computers today, and we'll work through a couple of different options that you'll get here. This may look a little bit more intimidating with 4 computers than it would with 1. We'll go through and do just a simple 1 computer to show you how easy it is at the end. It's going to ask you how you use your computers. And this is in case you have upgrades that you need to be done on the actual hardware. One of the things that we're checking for is to see if your computer can support Windows 7 or Windows 8. Because if your computer itself will not run Windows 7 / Windows 8, then we'll need to upgrade the actual computer. So let's say that we're upgrading 4 computers and we're really just doing simple word processing and web usage. Now, if you know that your computers can run Windows 7 and 8, you can just check this little box here, and that'll actually skip through the next page. But we're going to leave that unchecked for now, and then click Next. On this page, it'll ask you computer by computer to give us some information about this. Let's say the first computer is a desktop that's 7 or more years old, and that's pretty standard for a Windows XP machine. If it was, if you bought it new running Windows XP, it'll probably be more than 7 years old. Now there's a Windows Upgrade Advisor, and we have another video available on this. If you run the Upgrade Advisor on your computer and it passes, that means that your computer can probably run Windows 7 right out of the box, and we don't have to do any hardware upgrades or anything like that. And you can find a link to that right here. For our second computer, let's make this a laptop, also 7 years old. Older laptops are not really cost effective to upgrade, and so we recommend actually replacing these, and we'll give you an estimate on a couple of machines that you could get to replace that, and we can help you with that as well. Again, for the third computer, and these are just real simple, just 3 questions per computer. We're going to ask you about your third computer. Let's make this one a laptop that's 1 to 4 years old. Let's say this is a refurbished laptop that you maybe got last year, but maybe it was used for a couple years before you got it, but somebody had installed Windows XP on it rather than Windows 7. Maybe it comes with originally came with Windows 7 or Windows 8, but they installed Windows XP on it. So let's take a look at that one. For our fourth computer, let's have a kind of a mid-range desktop here, and let's go Next. Now this is the last page, and this is going to ask you what kind of upgrades you'd like us to estimate for your computer. You'll see that there are some recommended options here. Our first computer was older than 7 years, and so it's probably reaching the end of its life, and there's a good chance that it won't be able to run Windows 7 or Windows 8. The average lifespan for a computer is between 5 to 7 years, and so since this one is older than 7 years, we're just going to select to replace that. Now you'll see it asks us to choose the price options below. Now, this is a desktop rebuild, so what happens with a desktop rebuild is we take your existing desktop computer, the tower and everything, and we put all new parts inside of it. It still looks the same and has the same box on the outside, except for maybe a couple of stickers that show that it has new parts inside. So basically, you're getting all the performance and reliability of a new computer without the price shock. You can see we've got systems here starting from $375, which are less than you'd pay for a similar Intel i3 with a 4 GB of memory for a new machine. This includes all the labor to rebuild the computer. It does not include the setup labor, which will be added on later here. What you can see we have a couple of options here for the different kinds of computers. We have a couple of different models. The basic system, multi-purpose, or a high-end system. In fact, this high-end system is almost exactly what I run on my desktop computer here at the office. For our second computer, we have a laptop, and we're gonna take the recommended option to replace this as well. These are a few of the brands that we recommend: Acer, Asus, Lenovo, or Gateway, and we've had real good success with all of those models. And by selecting this, if you scroll down, you see a couple of replacement options here. These are a little bit more expensive, but they are laptops, and so they include a screen with that, and it's a brand new machine. So we have a basic laptop, multi-purpose, or a very high-end laptop here. We're just going to select the basic laptop. For a third computer, this one was the refurbished laptop that we were talking about, and so this one we already know it can run Windows 7 or 8. So let's just go ahead and just select software only, and that will include a license of, I believe we selected Windows 7, and it'll also include the installation and the upgrade for that computer. Now our fourth computer here was a little bit older desktop model, so we have a couple of recommended options here. Because it's an older computer, the power supply and the hard drive are the two main points that fail first on a computer, so you'll often see these go bad. When we're working on your computer is a great time to replace these anyway. So if we upgrade your memory, and depending on what your system is, we may be able to get it up to 4 GB or so at this price point, and include a new power supply and a new hard drive. And we can do that for $150. So let's go ahead and select that upgrade. Now there's some additional hardware upgrades we have available. If you wanted to click the Show Additional Hardware Upgrades box, I'll give you some other options here. Now you can select a memory-only upgrade, the desktop reliability upgrade, so you can upgrade the memory and the reliability, which is the hard drive and the power supply, separately. Or you can get them together, like we were recommending above. There's a couple of other options in here. You'll also see our Super Speed option here. These are a new innovation in computers that replace your spinning disk hard drive with a chip. And some people notice up to 100% speed increase because the old spinning disks are their bottleneck. You can also decide to completely rebuild your desktop from here, or if you want to switch to a laptop and you have a desktop now, you can also click this laptop replacement option. But for now, we're just going to go with the memory and reliability upgrade. When you've selected all your options that you'd like, go ahead and click Calculate Estimate. This will give you a nice page. Now, this might seem like a sticker shock, but you have to remember that it's four computers. We're upgrading one and getting a brand new desktop, essentially, by rebuilding it and including a brand new laptop in this as well. So you can see the breakdown. 4 Windows 7 Home Premium licenses will total up to $400. And this is for 4 computers. This is the upgrade labor there. You'll see the additional hardware upgrades, the cost for rebuilding that desktop, and the laptop replacement cost here. And you can print this off and take it in, and we'll be in touch with you as soon as you calculate the estimate. It sends us an email, and we'll be in touch to help you transition away from Windows XP. If you have any questions, you can always contact us at contact@xpisobsolete.com, or just click the Get Help button. If this is too complicated for you and you just want us to figure it out for you, just hit that Get Help button and it will take you right through it. Let's go through and do a simpler setup. Let's go back and calculate an estimate just for a single computer. Once again, we're going to put in our name and email address so that us here at XP is Obsolete can get a hold of you. And I'll just put this under my personal name. Let's say we only have one computer, and let's say we want to upgrade to Windows 8. And I'll click Next here. Let's say you did run the Upgrade Advisor, and that passed. Let's say your computer's 5 to 6 years old. It's going to say, because the Upgrade Advisor passed, that we're just recommending a software only. And let's calculate an estimate here. So your average upgrade per computer is going to run around $180. This includes all the support that you need. It includes us migrating all of your data and as many programs as we can. Some programs won't run on Windows 7. You can get also Windows XP mode though. And my personal guarantee for your satisfaction, all for $180. And that's all for today.